The first part of our journey was by Royal Air Maroc Airlines from Gatwick to Tangiers. From our table in the restaurant at the Hotel Velasquez, we could look out over the harbour and sandy bay to the east, which could be anywhere on the Mediterranean coast. What makes Tangiers so different is the old hill city we can see to the west, called the Medina. Teeming alleys and streets of the Medina lead to the Kasbah, the fortified palace of the ancient Moorish sultans, with its elegant courtyards and peaceful gardens. Here, where once the ladies of the harem sat, young Arab girls are now taught the traditional skills of carpet weaving. The rhythms of Moroccan music are fascinating, particularly those of the metal castanets of the Berber band. The musicians didn't mind having their photographs taken, for a price. But many Moroccans still fear that the camera will steal their soul. This boy hides his eyes, while it was almost impossible to take a close-up of a street water seller in his traditional costume. They all turned their backs the moment they saw a camera. One photograph that everyone wants is of themselves riding a camel. Get your hand off my wife's knee. I've warned you once already. Another animal to be found everywhere is the donkey, the beast of burden throughout North Africa. One of the attractions of the Medina market is the wide range of local craft goods and the possibility of beating the seller down to a reasonable price. Everywhere someone is carrying something for sale or looking for something to buy. The traditional street entertainment of the snake charmer is still guaranteed to draw a crowd. Our local guide takes us on past the mosque, from which we hear the muezzin calling to the faithful.
Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح.
Our next port of call was at Gibraltar. This famous rock, guarding the entrance to the Mediterranean, has long held many links with Great Britain. At the time of our visit, the Spanish authorities had closed the land link, and the islanders were showing their patriotism more than ever. Despite the large presence of soldiers, Gibraltar still depends greatly on tourists, and the facilities are as good here as anywhere else in the Mediterranean. After a beautiful scenic drive up the rock, we come to the unique tourist attraction of Gibraltar, the apes. Since the Spanish blockade, the only way on or off the rock has been by sea or air. And as we prepared to sail, we watched others leave along Gibraltar's unusual water-surrounded runway. The last week of our honeymoon was to be spent in Torremolinos on the Costa del Sol. Malaga, the major city on the southern coast of Spain, was our port of arrival. As throughout the rest of Spain, the power of the state and the church is evident in many walks of life. The lottery ticket sellers, blinded since the Spanish Civil War, and the shoeshine boys outside the cafes are as abundant here as in all Spanish cities. Throughout Andalusia, the horse and donkey are two of the most valuable creatures. This is particularly so in the mountain village of Mijas, where most of the streets are too steep and narrow for motor vehicles, and the donkey taxi has become a tourist attraction.
toca. No se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. De la sierra morena, cielito lindo vienen bajando unos ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. De domingo a domingo, ¿qué vengo a hacer? ¿Cuándo será domingo, cielito lindo, para volver a esa tierra? Yo bien quisiera que toda la semana, cielito lindo, domingo fuera a esa tierra. Yo bien quisiera que toda la semana, cielito lindo, domingo fuera. Ay, 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 ay.